All right, guys, settle yourselves down, please. Clear your tables, everyone. Clear your tables. The only thing you need to have on there is a die or dice, some blank paper. You can get some from the box over there. Grab one for your whole table if you get some blank paper, please. A pencil or pen. And that's pretty much it. A good attitude will help. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play the business game again. I strongly encourage all of you to draw the map from scratch each time that you do so. It's easy to do, and it helps connect certain things up. If you have your coins handy, I would get a whole bunch of coins out and have a separate type of coin you can distinguish from the other coins for Johnny, or have some little item. It can be your die if you want, as the Johnny icon, I guess.
Now the time will be.
Now the time will
pennies
come,
will come out today.
Yes.
This day. Ha ha.
We didn't have the heart to work you quite as hard the last time, because otherwise we'd have blown a few fuses there. All right, guys, so let's begin. What's the first step? What does Johnny do? Build a hut. Let's build a hut, everyone. Build a hut. What does the hut represent? The office and all the stuff that comes with it. The legal advice, the CPAs, the red tape, the business licenses, the insurance, and all that sort of stuff. Yes? My God, you're good at that stuff. You're way better than I am.
Yeah, Marcus taught me.
We should have had you guys do all this. All right, so what happens next? Let's go to the marshes. Draw the marshes in, please. Fantastic. So here's Johnny on his hut. Here are the marshes. Everyone place Johnny on his hut, please. Okay, he wants to go to the marshes, so he goes from here to here. Fantastic. Everyone move Johnny across. Move Johnny from the hut to the marshes. Now, what does he have to do in the marshes? He's going to get 20 experience points. And how does he get points? By market research. So someone give me a market research so you can roll the dice. Okay, what? Wolfram Alpha, type in the population in your local area, find out what that is. Excellent. Someone roll a die for me. Will you be the die for me? Sure. Actually, here, let Magician roll a die, as if. So you get 1 experience point for that. Okay, 1 day.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. Okay, someone else, quickly. Another one. What are you going to do with YouTube?
Trust the magician.
You're going to type in hypnosis videos, especially in your local area. You're going to find out what people are posting and how much responsiveness is there. Maybe watch the videos to see what they're saying. Exactly. So roll the die again. 6. I love it.
All right.
Excellent. Now, for the sake of the progression in the game, a quick question.
Quick question. Is there any way to tell where those views are coming from?
Is there any way to tell where those views are coming from?
Yes, there is. It will tell you there's a little, so like, let's pretend this is a YouTube video. There's a little button right here that looks like a little bar graph. And you click on that, and it will, little thing will slide down, and it'll give you a whole map of the world. And you can actually click on that and get a little bit more of a fine-grained
There you go. Beautiful. Now, we haven't got our 20 points yet, but for the sake of speed, let's fast forward things a little bit and pretend we've been here long enough to actually to get through this stage. Is that okay with you guys? Just get used to the game. So what happens after the marshes? Anyone? The village. Let's draw a village, please. Everyone draw a village. Make sure you put your, you leave your Johnny in the marshes for now, because he's still doing a little bit of spying. He's a bit of a stalker right now. The hypno stalker. Okay? So, in the village, what do? That's just the village, not the farmer's market, right?
Yeah, that's the village.
Okay. Client profile. So, let's move Johnny to the village.
There's the mountains.
Here he is in the village, and he's doing a client profile. He now has a new best friend. It's a virtual friend, because it's an avatar that represents his ideal client in his ideal niche, correct? Yes. Very good. So for now, that's what we'll do. That's a little thing you do. What does Johnny do from there? The markets come in. Everyone please draw your farmers markets. Go ahead and draw the farmers markets. Over the hills and far away. Please draw 6 clear farmers markets, because you'll be visiting each one in a different way. Okay? Everyone drawn the farmer's market? Yes, sir. So, before he can do his song and dance in the farmer's market, what does Johnny have to do? They need to have a reason to let you near their audience, correct? So someone give me a reason. That's a lecture demo. That's what you'll be doing. Give me a reason you can give to the owner to let you do your lecture demo. Their results will be even better with your help, right? So roll the dice. Do they like it? We have a 4. Does that mean the farmer liked it or not? Yes. They loved it. So put a tick there. Let's have a little red tick there. Okay, so another one. Let's give you another reason a business owner might have or a group owner might have for you. Go ahead.
They won't have to diagnose as much pain medication.
Great. So if it's a medical practitioner, you will not have to hand out as much pain medication, which is no good for them, because we at least diminish the pain, if not actually eradicate it, correct? Very good. So let's see what the die says. 2, what does that mean? Do they like it? Yes. Fantastic. Another tick. All right. To speed things up a little bit, quick question here. Oh, no, we're going to speed things up a little bit now. We're going to pretend we've gone through the whole process. Let's say we have 4 farmers markets open and 2 are closed, right? On average, you'll get 3 at a time, so that's a pretty decent amount, right? So now, where does Johnny go? He does a song and dance. Now, here's a question for you guys. You're about to do a song and dance, but there's no road yet. Are you really wanting to start a song and dance right now? No. Let's get strategic, shall we? Let's send Johnny home and build the road. To build the road, it's a roll the dice plus 1 day for each farmer's market you want to take him to. How many farmer's markets you want to take him to? 4, right? Why waste your effort with the 2 that are closed, correct? Yep. So roll the die for me, please. Get it nice and low. 3. It'll take you 3 turns to build the road, right? So day 1, the road gets built a little bit. Everyone, build the road a little bit. Okay? So to build the road again, we're going to be building a relationship road. Therefore, I want a fascinating fact or something that will help build the relationship specifically via an email. Someone give me something like that. Tiger Woods used hypnosis. That is a nicely overused one. By the end of this seminar, we're all going to know that one well. But we'll accept it, okay? So here we go. We're building the road 1 day. We'll need to have another day. So next day it gets built. To continue, we need another fascinating fact or something like that. Go ahead.
Spanish doctor has developed a form of hypnosis called Hypnotherapy. He's been doing varicose vein surgery for 35 years without any...
Spanish doctor has developed a form of hypnosis where he does surgery on varicose vein using only hypnosis and very successfully. It's wonderful. Write it all up. That's another thing. So another day goes by, road gets built some more. Great, our 3 days of your general building are done. We need another fascinating fact to continue. So anyone?
Egypt, the sleeping rooms.
Egypt had sleeping temples way back in the past, long time ago, even longer than Johnny lived. And that's kind of a type of hypnosis used for healing at the time, correct? Beautiful. So now let's build another road to another market. Beautiful. Now we have 3 more markets to go, so we need 3 more facts. Let's do them all in one go, quickly. 1.
Locked in an empty room, hypnotized, think he was eating all the apples he could off a tree that didn't exist, gained weight.
A man locked in an empty room, hypnotized that he was eating apples that didn't exist, gained weight by eating nothing. Have you got facts to back that up? Do you have research to back it up?
I do. It'll probably take me a while to find it.
That's fine. As long as you have research to back it up, then it's important, because if you get called on something, and you do not want to be seen as an unreliable source, okay? So that's one fascinating fact. Another fascinating fact, quickly.
Milton Erickson, healed his paralysis.
Beautiful. Milton Erickson healed his paralysis by using self-hypnosis. It's a beautiful story to tell, isn't it? Notice how you don't just have to have fascinating facts. How about a testimonial? That's an interesting relationship builder too, isn't it? So give me an example of a testimonial.
Mary quit smoking in less than 1 hour.
Mary quit smoking less than 1 hour. Look what she said. Beautiful. Here's another road. And now we have our 4 roads. We may have many fascinating facts and testimonials we can share and stories and other things we're going to talk about. However, for the purposes of this, we are done right now, correct? Yes. However, Johnny now has to travel the road. He's on the road. Please move Johnny onto the road. What does he do to be allowed to travel the relationship road? Once again, relationship road, you have a fascinating fact of some sort, a testimonial, fascinating fact, hypnotic story, a little piece of history, or something or a tip and trick that relates to your audience in terms of whatever niche that they're interested in. A tip about hypnosis and weight control, or anything like that. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes. Go ahead, Johnny.
I would talk about the Socratic method, implied questions.
Johnny's going to talk about the Socratic method and implied questions. In other words, he's going to teach them something interesting to use that's relating to hypnosis, correct? So Johnny is good, and Johnny is good there. We'll take him to the first farmer's market. Now, he's at the farmer's market. What did he do at the farmer's market? He does his song and dance, which is a lecture demo. In order to dummy the lecture demo, you have two choices in this game. Choice number one is you can give someone a 1-minute lecture demo. That's the long version of the game. We're not going to encourage it right now, but when you're playing with your friends, your family, and so on, you may as well do a little 1-minute lecture demo to go through those 5 steps, the 5 sequences we taught you, to ingrain them. That is my recommendation. For the short or the quick version of the game, all I want you to do is to give me right now, something you will demonstrate for a group, something you'll do with a group, or if not a gift, you'll give to them like a trick or a technique or a skill they will learn and take away from the group. Someone give me something like that, quickly. Go ahead.
Re-signal for going into a trance again.
So we'll give them a simple trigger so they can go back into a trance, a form of self-hypnosis. Beautiful. Let's roll the dice, see if your group loved it. They loved it. 5 people will follow you. So let's get 5 people on the list here. Everyone, we may as well keep track of this. Keep track of your own scores. You can do it on your map, or you can do it on a separate piece of paper as you wish to. You now have 5 people in your funnel. However, you need to have 20 people before you can collect $2. Do you not? Because you're missing something. Are you not?
Yes.
What are you missing? Right. So, who wants to go on to the next farmer's market? Who wants to build the velvet rope so that when you actually go back to the farmer's market, your conversion rate is higher? Velvet robe? Okay, let's get back on the road to go home because that's where I have to build the robe. Now, what do we do to travel the road? Fascinating fact, testimonial, hypnotic story, something interesting about hypnosis, an interesting tip about hypnosis, a celebrity hypnosis, anything like that, correct? Someone give me something like that. Throw it out quickly.
Milton Erickson was about to be banned from using
Milton Erickson was about to be thrown out of the Medical Association, got on a plane, talked to the folks that were about to destroy him, and somehow they thought, what a nice guy. We can't ban him. Back home he gets. Now he gets to build his velvet ropes and all the gifts and all the rest of it. And there we go, velvet ropes, beautiful. And we'll just put them on the bridge. May as well, that's a general velvet rope.
All right.
That's a good one. And a table of gifts to represent.
Yep.
What does the table of gifts represent? Anyone? Freebie or the ethical bribe, however you want to think about it. Also an ethical freebie. That's a nice way of putting it too, right? What does the velvet rope represent? Anyone? Autoresponder. The classic one is AWeber. There's a few others we've talked about. You can choose anyone you wish to. AWeber is the one we've tried, we've tested, and we like. It's up to you whether or not. And by the way, we have no affiliation or links to them. We're just sharing with you what we know works. Correct? Mm-hmm. So we're now here. We've got the table of gifts. We've got the velvet rope. We're now going to increase our conversion rate from 10% to 15%. James, whilst they're playing, could you please pick up the score sheets in the back and hand them out, just one per table so they can see what it looks like. You'll be in your resource pack so you can play and print them off whenever you want to, right? So now you've maximized your potential. You still have 5 people on the list, and you haven't wasted them yet because you can add to them and get 3 rather than 2, right? So, just that's the one.
That's the one.
1 per table for now, just so they can see what it looks like when they have no surprise when they go home. So, where does Johnny have to go now? Back to the farmer's market via the road. Please move him physically onto the road. If you do not physically move him onto the road, you will lose track of what you are doing, right? It is important that you follow each step. It will cement things inside your mind. Don't worry about those on the farmer's market yet. They're about to come. Okay, so, but I like the way you're going. So, he's on the road. What does he need to do to travel the road? Fascinating fact, hypnotic story, a testimonial, story about someone else, something they will might enjoy. Alicia Keys had a baby with hypnotherapy. That's right up there with Tiger Woods. Let's hope it wasn't his baby. Okay. We're back in the farmers' markets. What do you do here? Song and dance, lecture demo, correct? Yep. Something you will do with them, something you will demonstrate, or something you will give them as a trick, technique, skill to take home with them. Quick. Expanded awareness, beautiful. Peripheral vision, it's a wonderful state. It feels good. They see more. They're more relaxed. Peripheral vision, parasympathetic nervous system arousal. Technical stuff for you folks at home, but he knows what he's talking about. So, we're here. Do they like it? Let's roll the dice, see if they like it. 5 people love it. So you're now on to 10. This is beautiful. You're doing great. Your choice. Do you take them home to see if you can convert them and work with them, or do you carry on knocking on some doors? I agree with you. Let's bunch it all up. Let's go to number 2. Now something interesting happens. I have 6 coins. Goes on farmer's market number 1. Please take 6 coins, put it on farmer's market number 1. We've just introduced something novel, haven't we? Yeah, the casino is not going to be happy with us. Let's do this.
They won't change pennies though. Yeah.
So that makes it a little bit more interesting.
There you go.
6 pennies on farmer's market number 1, if you please.
You can use the
By the
other
way,
one.
who's having a good time? Interesting game? Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, you have 6 pennies on farmer's market number 1. What do those 6 pennies represent? Any ideas?
I know
No?
you know.
Close? That'll be for the, yeah, Johnny, of course. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yes.
He has got it in 1. It represents how many days you have to wait before you can go back here, because you cannot do a lecture demo in the same venue every single day unless there's a high traffic area, which if you find it is pure gold. And if you do not, which is most likely, please do not cry over spilled milk, because they're very rare. They're like a 4-toed sloth, because they normally have 3. A little bit of animal trivia for you. All right. So, each time you take a turn now, you must be very careful to remove one of the pennies, otherwise you will hopelessly lose track of how many days you have to wait before you go back. This will happen in your business. You must keep careful records, otherwise you will be totally lost and you will have no idea, have I seen these people yet, haven't I? Have I worked with this person, have I been paid? If I haven't been paid, I don't know. A lot of businesses, believe it or not, lose cash, important cash, things that will keep them afloat, because they have no idea whether or not someone's paid them yet. Right? This is a fact. Do not let that bite you in the backside. It is perfectly formed as it is. You do not need teeth mark in it. So, we're now in the, nice interesting metaphor, right? So, he's in farmer's market number 2. Now, let's do another one. Something you do, something you demonstrate. Oh,
Anesthesia, moving it around the body.
glove anesthesia. He's going to put him in trance, put his hand in trance so it's all numb, and he's going to move that numbness around the body, and it's going to go, ooh, that's pretty cool. Don't even cheat on me.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did.
He gets a 6. They love that stuff. And of course they do. It's an impressive demo, isn't it?
We have 16.
You're now on 16. So, where does Johnny go next?
Don't you get an extra when you roll? You get a +1, it's a 6.
No. This +1 is only when you open the farmer's market.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to go to +1 on that one.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Don't we have to pull a penny off the other one?
That's what we're going to do. So, the first thing Johnny does is he moves location. The second thing you do is you put 6 pennies on the location he was just in. The third thing you do is you remove a penny from the first location he was in to represent the fact that now a day has passed. So you have one farmer's market with 6 coins, one farmer's market with 5 coins. The rest are still open because you're still going to do your song and dance. You have 2 farmers market open, and 2 have been denied to us because when you did your pitch to the owners, they said no.
Yeah.
There will always be some
5 here,
rejection.
6
That's
here.
just part of life.
What do we need?
Where are we now?
We're waiting.
We're about to do a demo at the 3rd farmers market, but we're waiting for people to count their coins and keep track of where they are. Everyone have your coins out? 1 pile of 6, 1 pile of 5, and one little Johnny running around going, yay! Yes? Love it. All right, so next thing, he's at another farmer's market. We've done a lot of demonstrations. We've done a lot of group things. We've done a lot of skills they can take home, right? So now, just to be a little different, I would like someone to tell me one of the 5 stages that you have to take someone through in order to do a lecture demo. What's stage 1? Welcome, right? It's the general introduction and so on. I will accept that. Or the phase 1, etc. Exactly, we'll go with that. So, roll the dice. 4 people love that. Excellent. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now we are in a very interesting slot. Look at this. Can anyone count? 20. Now we have a bit of a dilemma. Do you know we're not? We still have a farmer's market open. We could collect more people, or we could go home and cash in the people that we have. What are we going to do? Keep going. Love your style, folks. Love your style. Up comes this. In comes another 6 pennies, and you remove a penny from each of the previous markets. Now you have 6, 5, and 4, correct? If you miscount, you will, well, your business will suffer. That's all I can say. And of course, if you cheat, you're only cheating yourself. Because as the subprime scandal proved, you can only fool yourself so long before reality catches up and spits in your face. And then, of course, the government bails you out. if you're rich enough to bribe them back afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Too big to fail.
As if, right? So,
Not too big to fail yet.
let's not get political now. Come on, folks. I apologize for the joke. We are at Farmers Market number 3. What do we do at Farmers Market number 3? We do a lecture demo. Someone give me a step in the lecture demo. Quickly, throw it out. Give me a conscious why, an example of it. Yes. Thank you. This is going to help you improve yourself. Fantastic. So, roll the dice. Sorry, there we go. 6. My God, you're good. We are so going gambling together.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We now have tapped out the farmers markets. Where do you go now? Home. So you have to go via the road, which means you put 6 coins up here. You remove 1 from this place. Let's go. It's 1. That's good. 1 from this place. That's very good. Lovely, jubbly. That's good. And 1 from this place right here. Excellent. We are now good in our record keeping. Life is good. Yes, folks? Everyone happy? Okay, so we're on the relationship road. Right? What happens on the relationship road? You must have a fascinating fact. You need to be a hypnotic story, a testimonial, something of interest, a tip or trick or technique that they will want to read and want to know about, which relates to their niche.
Will Smith became famous by visualizing his dreams.
Will Smith became famous by visualizing his dreams. Now look at him. Good man. Right back here. Oh, folks, cheer, clap, holler, stamp, stand up and give yourself a standing ovation because you have just made some money. How much money have we made? $3, folks. Do not count yourself short. The reason is because it's 10%. Look at your sheets. You see the little sheets you have there? Can I have a sheet up here, please? Thank you. If you look at these sheets, at the top of the line here, you'll see 10% is $2, 15% is $3, 20% is $4, and so on, right? These are your conversion rates. When you start the game, you start at 10%. As soon as you add the velvet ropes, you add 5% to your conversion rate. It improves your conversion rate. That's why it makes sense to build one. Does that make sense? Yes. Because now you get more money. Who likes to have more money? Woo! I agree with you. Great. Do you understand that? Now, there will be other rules that will get you more conversion ratios. I will get through as many of these as I can today without blowing your minds, because if they're a dribbling mess on the floor, it'll be no good for anyone. Right now, however, we're playing a game, are we not? We have collected $3, and what we need to do, and this is where the score sheet will help you, is strike out this lot, because you do not get to count them twice. If you mess up your account, all that'll happen is you'll go bankrupt more quickly. Right?
And
oh, you're so smart. I like the way you think. 1 penny. 2 pennies.
this one. So there. So this one.
All right, well, that doesn't matter, I guess. They're all pennies.
Yeah, but you're counting down.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which one he goes to. It'll be the same.
Oh, okay.
Everyone clear? Everyone liking the game? Who's loving the game so far? Yes. Can you see how it tracks reality? Yes. It is not a perfect mirror of reality, but it's close enough to be pretty damn good, right? Yep. We are working our little cotton socks off, but we're making some money, and that makes us very happy, does it not? Yep. Good. So where does Johnny go now? Follow the relationship road, right? So, we're on the relationship road. What do we need to do? Someone throw it out quickly. Some people in the world, some armies in the world use hypnotic techniques to train their marksmen. They haven't come across my process yet. That's why they lose the war. All right, so I'll accept that. The day passes. We have 1 penny off, 2 pennies off, 3 pennies off, and 4 pennies off. Now,
Did we take a penny off when we went to that?
oh yes, we did. Now we're in a very interesting position. Have you noticed what just happened, folks? Anyone notice what just happened, folks? The farmers' markets are still closed. It's been too soon. We have been a little premature. I know as hypnotists, we know how to deal with that. However,
Hey-o.
right now we need some patience. During this time, we get to reflect, we get to recharge, we get to maybe build some system, but we have got to wait a day. It's just how life works, isn't it? Sometimes we want to get running and going, and we just have to wait a little bit. Please go ahead. 1 second. Well, right now we're not at the printers yet because we haven't found them yet. We're still trying to master the lecture demo, and the printers will only come once you're good at the lecture demo. And do you know why? Because you're going to impress the socks out of them, and the biggest place where you will find, the easiest place to find a print is in the farmer's market going shopping. Now, of course, you can go and visit them and open the doors and all the rest of it, but once you are actually in front of a group and doing a lecture demo, you will find a print. We have a living, breathing proof of it right here. This is the head of the Mental Golf Academy of Holland, and he found his print.
Yeah.
And the reason for it is because a prince came to his school to pay him money, to be so impressed with him, to say, I want you to be the head of my mental golfing academy, right? That's how it works. If you are useless at your lecture demos, if you do not put time into polishing your skills in front of people and your hypnotic skills to blow their socks off with your demonstrations, well then, your lecture demos are half-hearted, you will be less likely to find those princes. Hence, build your skills, folks. We can give you information, we can give you the path, we can give you the roadmap, and we can even give you resources where to go to build these skills. However, it's up to you to make something of this, right? Right. So, we've waited a day, we're going like, yeah, you know what, let's go build some more relationships. We may as well do that, right? So someone give me a fascinating fact or something else that is indifferent in nature to what we've done so far. Different in nature.
Show them the backward spin in a video or something.
Beautiful. Send them a video today where you're doing a magic moment where they get to see a little cool psychological trick and learn something from it about themselves. Now that's a little bit different, isn't it?
I like it.
And why is this important? Because if you become predictable in your emails, you will die. Yep. They will go bored, they won't bother opening them more, and they will leave, right? Yep. It's not quite like strangling a baby, it's just like leaving him there and going, no, I'm not going to feed you today. Don't do that. It's bad. These people are a bit sick, aren't they? They're laughing all kinds of weird stuff.
I think they are. I might want to go to the casino with them, but I don't know about anything else.
Yeah. Who's having a good time? Anyone? Great. So now, look, the farmer's market is finally open. Where do we go? That's right. I agree with you. We come here. What do we do? Song and dance. Someone give me a demonstration, a group process, or a skill to take home with them. Go ahead.
Eyebrow flash.
Eyebrow flash. This is great for people who want to create rapport and so on. He's teaching rapport, which is what's going to excite them. Though you don't know it, by the Conversation Hypnosis Mastery set, you'll understand exactly how to make people across the room think they're your best friend. It's the eyebrow flash. Just in case you were thinking about it. If you do it the right way, people will become your best friends. So, we are here, eyebrow flash, we get to roll the die. Let's focus, folks. Yeah, the God of Chance gave you the wrong audience. They think only one person goes, this guy's the jobby. So, one person. However, the good news is, we have spent a day, so this can come off. I see your point. And this can come off.
Systems.
Systems. And this can come off. And I think that's pretty much accurate at that point.
That's fine. We can...
Okay, so what do we do next? Anyone? Anyone? We go to the next one. We go here. And we take 6 of the others. And let's double check that I've got the right number. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Perfect. And we reset the original one. Why? Because we just did a lecture demo there. If you guys have a different score on your board than we have on our board, it means you have messed up your business systems, you have messed up your accounting, and your business is going to flounder somewhat because you've not got clear records. You do not have control of your business. It's very important to keep clear records and have clear processes precisely to avoid the very confusion that some of you are right now going, what just happened there? Right?
Did anyone miscount at all?
How many people
It's
you
okay.
miscounted?
It's all right.
It's fine.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? Because I can, is let's pretend that Johnny went to a farmer's market that wasn't quite open yet. Well, you know what? They don't like you anymore, so you can't go back there ever again.
Because you messed them around by coming late, by not fulfilling what you were going to do. Oh, worse still,
horrible.
Worse still, they had a group waiting for you, and you messed up your diary and never showed up. Sucks. Folks, that is how business works. If you mess up your records, you will disappoint people and you will lose them because of it. Right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're now 3 days since we got them back on our velvet rope. Have we not got a mail going out? How would we represent it on the map? So the campaign's up.
The campaign is always when you walk on the relationship road. The rest is automatic. The whole point of automation is that you don't do anything. It happens. And the way you reflect that in the game
So what was the
is
question?
your convey. Oh, so yeah, the question is, we spent 3 days going through and we've got the velvet ropes. Surely we should be doing something with automatic emails and so on. And the whole...
So I meant there's going to be a countdown because at some point you're going to have an offer.
So there's going to be a countdown for the offer and so on. I like the way you think. It's actually been designed into the game to be presupposed. That's why more people, 15%, are buying rather than 10%, because the email campaign is working now.
Okay,
So it's been presupposed in the nature of the game, because otherwise you'll be doing a lot of bean counting,
Yeah.
right? A lot of bean counting.
We only want you to do a little bean counting.
Yeah. If we ever turn this into an electronic version of this game, which is a possibility, the game will do some of the counting for you, but I kind of like you guys having to keep track of stuff, because that's how life works. Right? Does that make sense to you guys? Yep. Do you kind of like the game so far? Isn't that kind of cool? Yeah? All right, so the farmers like it. You just killed one. Well, the next one's not ready yet because a day may have passed, but by missing out on whichever day, randomly, I don't care anymore. Randomly missing out on whatever day you messed up your records on, you shut down, so it's like, oh, well, now I have to wait, right? So in order to wait, you may as well do something to build your business. So give me an email you're going to write or create or send to people. Anyone?
Have you missed your deadlines?
Yeah, I can help. Let me show you what I learned just very recently. I like it. So, yeah, that's the day off. And we'll just put that there, and then we'll just count them up again later on. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'll keep the accounting up here.
Yeah, that's good. All right, guys. So, how are we doing? Good. Everyone good? So you get the flow of this whole thing. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of song and dances. We're going to go back here and collect and go back here. So far, so good, right? So what I'd like to do now is we're going to reset the whole game, or either reset a portion of the game. We're going to basically skip forwards as though we've now, this is the important part, as soon as you have earned at least $5, your first prince will appear. Like magic. We should have you up here to do some little magic thing. Nothing up my sleeves. Watch this. You ready for this? I can't do anything. Isn't that magic? Well, I have a better one. Are you ready for this one? Okay. Okay, this is a little tricky, right? So, 2 fingers, yes? You see this? Very clear? Ta-da! Yeah? Sometimes the simplest things, right? All right, back to the game. Here's a prince. Here's a prince. What are we going to do? Chat him and say, great, and disappoint him again? Is that what we're going to do? No. So let's build some infrastructure so by the time we've converted the prince, we can do something worthwhile with him, right? So let's build some infrastructure. Let's build a road down and on a nice velvet rope, because let's face it, we may as well make the most of it, right? Now, in order to convert the prince, you're going to have a conversation with him, right? Who does the prince represent? A referral partner. What is the essence of the conversation you must have with a referral partner? Anyone? What do you need? What will help you double your business? What will help you become happier this year? What will help you overcome a frustration you have with your client base, with your life, with your business, right? And when you find it, what are you going to do? Offer it. That's what you'll be doing. Yes? So, give me some example of, well, actually, that's an example of the question. I can accept that already. So, roll the dice, see if the prince likes you. All right, you rolled a 2. That means the prince not only likes you,
He's crazy about you.
he's kind of crazy about you, but now we'll go with let's go with these ones. You now get to put 2 coins on the prince's hut, and we'll show you exactly what happens here. But for the sake of argument, instead of playing another few rounds, there we go. Instead of playing another few rounds, let's open a few more princes because we can, right? Normally, should we say every 5 points? After you get to the $5 mark, every $3 that you earn, a new prince can appear until you have your 6 princes either filled up or killed off, right? If they don't like you, they will shut down, right? That a good one?
That's fine.
Okay. So let's have another prince.
We get to make the rules.
You do. Right now, we're just massaging them a bit just to make it a little bit more streamlined here. Who's having a good time, by the way? Anyone? Very good. So let's build another prince over here.
How many do you want?
You know what? Let's have 6 princes, and then we can actually do like the farmer's market. This is a sped up version of the game. You normally have to earn the right for a prince, but you know, I'm feeling generous today. Sometimes God just dumps them in your lap, right? Go ahead.
Johnny's supposed to be there.
Right now, Johnny is building infrastructure, so Johnny will be up here. Okay? Because you always build your infrastructure from your office or your home, right?
You want 6?
6 princes will be good, yeah.
All right, yeah, let's see then. These are horrible houses now.
Yeah.
I've turned it into your drawings.
Thanks. All right, so let's take the edge of this one so we don't get a little confused by that. Excellent. So what we're going to do, we're going to open another prince, yes? Yes. So give me another question that you can ask your prince as part of the opening conversation. What are your most difficult clients? That's a beautiful question. Let's see how much the prince loves this one. He loves them to the tune of 2. Once again, you and I are no longer gambling. So here's number 2. Okay, give me another kind of question you can ask a prince. Anyone? Makes you think now, doesn't it? Now, let's just pause a second. How many of you feeling yourself having to think much harder right now than for the other questions? Anyone? Why is that? 2 reasons. Number 1, you don't have an empathy map. That's part of the real life scenario. The other reason is we haven't reached this point before. This is all new. You know what to do because you have the information, but you've not had to use the information yet. So it's rusty. It's kind of at the edge of consciousness, yes? Yeah. We have played the game so often, going up and down the relationship road, that that's second nature to you by now. We have not introduced a prince yet. It's a new idea. As a result, you're much slower to grasp it because your mind needs to catch up. Hence, you must play this game often. And you play it without cheating, in other words, with actual rules in mind. You say out loud what you'll be asking. You rehearse that conversation. Just like you rehearse the lecture demo, you come up with some major theme for it. Just like over here, you will constantly come up with new ideas that you can put into an email to send to your client list as part of a campaign. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. And right now, you can't do that as efficiently here because it's the first time you've ever done it. Now, what does this mean in your business?
I'll get it.
You're going to screw up the first time you start to grow. Right? Once you get used to the lecture demos, a prince will come to your lap and go, "This is great." Now get off my lap. You have to go for that, right? This is great. What the hell do I do now? You'll forget the conversation. You'll fumble it. You'll go, need something about you. I need you to need something. What's that again? Then you'll go home, and you might be a little bit embarrassed, and you'll have to splash water in your face to make the redness go away, right? But when you finish with that, you will go back to your notes. You will furiously go back to the section with referral partners, and you will thank Joe for being the genius that he is, and presenting to you. That's right. Give him a round of applause, folks. And you will thank your lucky stars that Joe gave you a solution to the very problem that you messed up, right?
And you know why I have a solution? Because I was there.
Exactly. He has dropped the ball more than enough times.
Too many times.
Right?
Too many times.
It's going to happen, folks. So this represents a lot of stuff that you'll be going through too. Who's finding these useful, by the way? Anyone? Right. So let's get another prince. Someone give me an idea of what you can do with a prince to convert him to a referral partner. Over here.
What are your favorite clients?
What are your favorite clients? Exactly.
Like
Let's
that
see if
one.
I can send you some people, right? Let's see how much she likes this one. He's back on track almost. 3.
Halfway there.
Exactly. We're halfway there. We're rehabilitating his gambling skills. All right. So we'll put 3 on him. Okay. Who else is around?
Are we supposed to be taking pennies off the this time?
No. Right now, well, in the full version of the game, you will be. Right now, we're just fast-tracking some ideas so you can get some more plays on here. All right. So we've got 3 more printers to go. Quickly, someone throw something out. You can ask them. Yes.
Would your clients like to
would
improve
their clients
their game?
improve their game? That's an
a good
awesome
one.
question. Let's see how much he likes that. Yes, he loves it. 6.
Oh,
You are
we
on
also get a bonus
fire.
on that one, don't we? We actually get an extra roll in that case.
Oh, yes. Do you want to have a little extra rule here?
Yes.
Because you have 6 clients.
Or no, because he liked you so much.
3, 4, 5. So the 6 represent an absolutely passionate, enthusiastic referral partner, the kind of person that makes you the head of the Mental Coaching Academy of the Netherlands, right? Exactly. So for that,
Yeah.
you don't just get 6 clients, which is the 6 roles. You'll get a bonus client. Or should we just do
bonus roll.
We'll give a bonus roll. Yeah, I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
Because this guy is going to be your referral god. Go. Oh, he's got 5. You are so back in my good books.
I'll just write a number.
You're just going to write the number down?
Yeah.
Well, we have to decline each step, don't we?
Yeah. Well, get 9.
Yeah, let's go 9. 1,
Hurry up.
2, 3,
Come on.
4. Don't mess with my system, man. It's basic, but it works. It's playing with my mind.
Post-its.
This guy rocks. This is a rock and roll ruler, whatever. Good. One more, quickly.
How can you double your happiness?
How can I help you double your happiness this year? Roll the die. 2. That's all right. A lot of 2s here, but that's fine. And we'll go there. And we are good. We are now have filled. Oh, we'll screw that one. That's fine. We have now filled the prince's markets. Let us say that one prince here is a no. He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you, yeah.
He changed your mind. He saw you, but went, yeah, I could have helped you, but I don't like you anymore. So that's fine. All right, so we're there. Good?
Yes, good.
Johnny has now done all the foundational work. It's now time to make some money, folks. You will love the next thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Johnny got to go? He's at home already now. He's done his thing. Now, he's done the whole princess thing. That's now relatively automated for a while. So he's going to go do another lecture demo, right? This is all reset now. He's on the relationship road. Quickly, let's pass the relationship road and email someone you're going to write.
I'm going to do a video blog.
A video blog of what?
I'm going to do a video blog of
So he's going to do a video of doing magnetic fingers with someone on the streets, perhaps, and they go, my God, this guy's a hypno genius. We love him, right? So that's great. He now goes to the farmer's market. A day has passed, has it not? Prepare to be amazed. You get 2 clients from this prince. Please add 2. On the same day, you'll get 2 clients from that prince. Please add 2. You'll get 2 clients from this prince. Let's add another 2. And you'll have 3 clients from this prince. Who here is pretty excited right now? What's coming next? 9 clients from that prince right there.
Why is it not 11?
Say again?
6 and 5. Why is it not 11?
You're correct. You can count. 11 it is. I was just testing. See if you had clear
Oh, yeah.
records.
Why wasn't it 11?
I don't know. I trusted you,
That was
mate.
me.
Mr. Math Guru, financial advisor over here.
I never said that.
Yeah, no wonder your clients are so happy.
Where's Jules? Yeah.
All right,
so we got
you're
10
quite
here.
right. You get another, give me another 2 for that one. You know what?
An extra 2. There you go.
Exactly, there you go.
We like you guys.
Have a look at this, folks. One day, you've gotten 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28 clients. One day. You did nothing. because you had a referral partner, or actually because you had a whole network of referral partners? Are you beginning to understand the importance and the scale the referral partners can give you? Yes?
How long did it take to get us to that first 20?
We worked probably a few months actually at this point, right? You had to do a shed load of lecture demos. Remember, we sped the game up here, right? Sure. You get the first $5 that you earn, you get one print. The next every $3 you earn after that, another print, you get the option of getting another print. Well, there's some rules about that as well, but we don't have to go down that road just now. So you've been playing this game for at least a few months before you started filling up your printers, your referral partner sort of thing, right? But once you build those relationships, folks, look at what you are getting. Now, and in the farmhouse, we're going to get that. We haven't even finished it. We're still going to get some more people out of the lecture demo we're about to do.
Yep.
Right? We haven't even finished the day yet. The day is not done, folks. Right? Who is getting excited by the idea of getting referral partners? But notice, it took a long time to get them. So you could spend 2 months, 6 months building those relationships and get no income. Or you could start with the lecture demos, learn your craft from the ground up. So by the time you do meet those referral partners, you have stuff to talk to them about. You have more passion. You have a better skill set to demonstrate and impress them with. That's why it's worth, especially in the beginning, to do the legwork with all the lecture demos. In time, you will actually drop the lecture demos. It'll happen. But then you'll have so many referral partners, you will not know what to do with them. You'll hire someone else who's not doing so well and let them work for you, right? Mm-hmm. Hopefully, none of you will be in that position. You'll go, no, I have my hands full. You deal with your own stuff. You know what that's called? A high-quality problem. Who wants a high-quality problem?
Oh, me.
That's what we're here for, right? Do you understand where we're going with this? Yeah. So, we're going to do a lecture demo. Someone quickly. Something to do, something to demonstrate, something to do with a group, or to skill to take home. Quickly. What's that? Hand catalepsy. Get the hand up there. Look, no hands. It just stays there. Fantastic, right? Good.
Well, there's
do
one
they like
hand.
it? 6. Oh, my God. They love you today. You are on fire. Which, by the way, happens, doesn't it? When you're having a good day, don't people just gravitate towards you? Once again, the gods of chance are on our side. So, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 people in one day. Now we move to the next.
It does happen.
Now we move to the next day. We have 6 people to reconvene here. I'm going to double check my numbers now. Excellent. 6 people here. What do we do? Lecture demo, quickly.
Echo effect.
Echo effect, yeah. you really want the one in there, don't you? Great, echo effect. Do they like it? 2 of them think that's amazing. Oh, but wait.
You see?
But wait.
There's more.
A day has passed, has it not? What happens when a day passes? We remove one of these young babies. That's beautiful. Thank you. I love you. One person from this prince gets sent to you. Would you like to add the person?
Sure.
One person from this gets added. Another person. 2 people from this prince get added. Add another person.
2 people.
2 people. That's what I meant. Another one from this person. Let's add them here. 10 people from this prince get added.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I'll concede defeat. You have now passed 2 days, and you are now 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 52 clients in 2 days. Who here now thinks it's worth investing in a few relationships with referral partners? But something interesting is about to happen. Observe. Here comes down. Another 6 come over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So we're in 6 here. Lecture demo. Let's do a lecture demo. 3. Oh, you can't roll yet. Name amnesia. You'll hypnotize them, forget your name. What's your name? Huh? Let's see if they like that. They love it. 5 people. Let's add it to the list. A day has passed, has it not? Therefore, we'll remove one of these babies, and we'll remove one of these babies. There we go. 1 person from this prince. Let's add him to the list. 9 people from this prince. Let's add them to the list. Beautiful. Now, do you notice what's happening with the princes here? is slowing down, isn't it?
Thank
Yes.
you.
You need to go say hello again. You need to maintain the relationship. You need to foster the relationship. You need to go and polish their toes and say, I love you. Or they will not, or they'll forget about you. It's just nature, isn't it? How many people do you fall out of touch with? You must maintain these relationships or they will slowly wither and die. This guy's loved you so much, he's still going strong. And here's the secret, folks. If you catch him before this number drops too low, it'll drop right back up again.
Yep.
So you have a choice right now.
So we have a choice, right?
Do you do the last farmer's market, or do you find the prince before he runs out of juice? Oh yeah, you got banned. Huh? No more choices for you. Unlucky. All right, so back on the road, quickly. Quickly, what do we do?
Video training,
Well, put some
And
points
video
here.
training. Oh yeah, we've got some sixes here. 1, 2, 3. Who's enjoying this game, folks? Who's enjoying the complexity of the game? Right?
All right.
There's a lot of rules to keep track of, but does it not kind of, does not kind of mirror the way life works? Yeah? We will get a set of rules to you, don't you worry. Or you
No.
can make them up as you go along. All right, that was over here. Okay. So, quickly, go ahead.
I'm going to get a video testimonial from somebody I did a lecture demo.
Thank you. He's going to get a
Yes.
video testimonial from someone he's actually worked with or did a lecture demo for, and he's going to send it to everyone else. Look what these guys are saying. Isn't that powerful? Are you getting a little more creative about the relationship road now? It's not just a fascinating fact. There's many different ways of being fascinating other than just giving facts, right?
So it's also past another day.
So we get another 8. Ooh, we're getting a little dicey here, right? We'll remove one of these babies, and one of these babies, and one of these babies. Do you see how much accounting we have to do to keep track of stuff? Yes? But it's
And we
worth
have-
it.
we have a bunch
Now,
of people on our list
you have
now.
a choice. Do you want to go home and cash in on all these wonderful people? Or do you want to go and try and catch the prince before he gets bored? All right. So we'll get on this part of the road first. It's another day. So 7.
Okay.
Oh, relationship road, someone quickly? An idea?
4-day video campaign on
Just give me one email. That's all I want.
how to do an instant
Instant induction on a video. Is that right? Beautiful. And then remember, you can show it and then say, if you want to learn how, come this way, right? So 1 day here, 1 day there, and 1 day here. I believe this is over here. It's close to 3. Yeah, that's 3. That's good. Excellent. So now we go back to the princes. Whoo, close call. What do we do now? We say hi, we have a chat, we shoot the breeze. Maybe you teach them something cool. Maybe share something with them. Maybe give him a bottle of wine. Maybe you take out the wife and the kids for the meal, right? Maybe you drown his neighbor because he's being a little bastard. You know, the kind of favors we do for our friends, right?
It's getting late.
So let's see if he likes this. 6! Oh my God, he loves you! So we'll start off. We'll put this over here. We add, first of all, not only do we add 6 to what already 6 is already present. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to stiff you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's 12 people right there. You get to roll again.
This guy
6!
definitely.
Oh my God. Should we give him another roll for that one? 2.
What do you guys think? Do you want another roll on top of that?
5, 6. And people like this do exist, by the way,
They
folks.
do. They do.
So-
Go ahead. Roll again.
4.
4. All right.
So 1,
What are we
2,
at now?
3,
20?
4.
22?
So we've got 6,
We're at
12,
22.
18, and that's 22 exactly. Folks,
We're going to run out of post-it notes
yeah,
here.
folks, can you see how one referral partner, the right one,
Yeah.
will, on his own or her own, run your business for you?
Remember when I said, if you find the right referral partner, you won't be able to handle more than 1 or 2 if they're the right one for you? That's what we're talking about.
Who here is enjoying the game? Who is learning something about your business in this game? Who's actually finding already that the referral partners is actually not such a tricky thing as you thought originally? Do you know why? Because you've been playing the game for a while now, and now the new part is getting old. It's familiar. Quick question over here.
Did we have
Can we have a microphone up here?
I forgot my question.
That's right.
All right, well,
No,
pass it on.
He did name
did
them,
we
yeah.
have sessions with all the customers or clients yet?
No.
Okay.
You see? And the problem, the risk that you're running is you have 50 people waiting for you, or something close to that, or 40, whatever it is. When are you going to see them? You're going to spend a long time in here because you only can see 8 people a day. 8 people a day. That means you're going to spend the next couple of weeks just working your socks off working with these people. Do you see how much stuff you have to juggle? Right?
Yeah.
There's more rules involved. The next level will add rules about losing clients if you don't treat them early enough, but that's getting more complex yet, so we don't want to get into that just now. But you see what's going on? Well, partly because we've been playing for an hour, and we're not going to stay in the whole night here.
Well, you can send them all to one training.
So, you got 22 people.
Not there yet.
We've got 22 people. We haven't even worked with the rest of the princes. We have a shed load of clients here, right? Huge amount of clients. And they are all going to turn into cash at this point, right? Now, if your conversion rate is 15% because you put your velvet ropes up, and you're going to add another 5%, if your phone process is great, then you're going to add another 5% to that. Isn't it worth mastering your phone process early on so that all these people, you don't just get your $3 per 20, you get $4 per 20. Isn't that worth converting properly? And then if you look at the list here, the next one here is 30%. You get $6. All you have to do to get that, you guys know what that is? You've got to take the time to build a shop, make some products. Now your conversion goes even higher because they're buying more stuff. So ultimately your dollar value goes up. So now you get $6 instead of the $3 you would currently make. And then you add a night class. Did you guys enjoy the group classes? Wasn't that something? Do you think that once people get a taste of that, they're going to come back? Isn't it like offering crack to a crack baby? Crawling down the corridor. I want
Poor
some more of
babies,
that.
man.
I know. I'm having one of those days, as I say, twisted. Right? And if you add your seminars on top of that, you now have a 50% conversion rate. Is that right? That's 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's actually, no, you know what? Let's take that back. The 40% is both the seminars and the group classes.
Yeah.
The 50% is reserved for advertising, right? So now by adding the extra things, of course, I'm just giving you a quick tour of where we're going with this.
We also have an extra bonus conversion.
You
at
could
the end
have, so these people we have,
for the list.
let's have a look. Let's have 20,
There's 80, 83
40,
on there.
83.
Yep.
So let's go to
And
80.
cross all those out.
Yeah.
What percent are we on?
If you had a 10%, 83 would make you $40, folks. Instead of the paltry 3 you made or 2 you made in the first place, you're making $40.
That's a 50%.
That's 50% conversion.
If it's 10%
Yes.
from 80%,
Yeah.
No. We're talking about with the advertising and the
Yeah,
shops
everything.
and the night class and the thing. When you have your system running smoothly, for every $2 you made before, you're now
I'm
making
not making that many
$40.
lines.
And we have introduced you to the list bonus, which is yet another specialty which you get to think about. Now, are we making some money, folks? Let's add a bunch of cash down here just because we've been playing this for a while. Let's just fast
All
forward
right.
again.
All right.
All right? There you go. Let's give him $1,000 because let's face it, we've been working hard. This system's working. You've got to figure out when you go where. It's a bit of juggling balls in the air, isn't it? Because if you leave the printers alone for too long, they diminish. If you forget the lecture demos for too long, well, actually doesn't matter too much because you're paying much more with the printers anyway, but you can get more printers by doing lecture demos too, right? So, who feels good about what they made so far? And the year rocks around, you made a ton of cash, you're sitting there, your swimming pool is filled with $100 bills, you're swimming around going, this is great. You get a knock on the door, IRS, Inland Revenue Service.
Busted.
I hear you've made a lot of money. Please show me where it's come from. Where's it all come from?
Well, we kept good records.
This is a very important thing, folks. Especially, and this is something we need to talk about here. If you're in a low income, 30, 40, 50 grand, it's really not worth the effort of people to investigate you because whatever they can squeeze out of you is not going to be that great. I mean, think about it, it's just logical, right? Still keep clear records because you never know, it can still happen. So you want to have always your business above board. As soon as you're getting towards a 6-figure income, it is worth investigating you. You've just painted a target on your back, and you want to have extremely meticulous records at that point. Extremely, right? If you do, and you have a good lawyer, a good CPA, and it happens, you go, great, come on in, here are my books, have a look through them. Yep, this is from this is from that, this is from that. And I'll go, thank you very much, and they'll leave you alone. Because they're fair. If you cannot, you go to a different category and things don't go quite as pleasantly. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah. Each country will be different. Each country has different rules. Each country has different rules about how long you keep records. It could happen 10 years after you've earned this money, by the way. It will not happen the same year. They may ask you, you know what, 10 years ago, show me your books about that. And depending on what country you're in, you may or may not be expected to have those records. So once again, before you build your hut, what do? Talk to a lawyer. Find out what is expected of you so that everything you do is legal, it's above board, it's exactly how you should be doing business. That is part of being a good business person, right? There's no need to be afraid or scared or, oh, this is terrible, if you're running your business properly. And I strongly advise you against trying to wing it, especially when it comes to records, because there are some people who will not accept that as a viable excuse, shall we say. Does that make sense? Yeah. Who found this a useful lesson in general? Anyone? Yes, why not? So right now, we've given you the whirlwind tour of the game. There are different levels and rules each time as we go progress. We'll see if we can write them up for you guys, maybe even create a demo version of it so you can play along with it. However, I'm going to encourage you guys to play this game often. Draw the map as often as you can, and mentally see if you can rehearse the game. But if you can actually play with someone else and get your coins out and keep track of things, we haven't even introduced the training diaries and all these other tools that you can use as part of this. But the point is, the more you play with this, the more your mind gets attuned to each element of the business. The diaries, when we can teach you about how those work, will allow you to keep track of income, track of appointments, so you don't miss out on those things. The score sheet lets you keep track of your accounts, that's your record keeping, right? The coins keep you track of time and so on. So there's a lot of little levels built into this so that it mirrors a successful business as much as possible. Did you notice how the more successful you became, the more records you have to keep track of, the more things that are going on? Anyone here a successful business person? Yes? Isn't that how life works? The more successful you become, the more elaborate your systems have to be. And this is why some businesses fail. They become too successful. Their systems can't keep up with it. They stop keeping track of their cash flow. Their cash flow collapses, and suddenly bankruptcy sets in. Or the IRS demands records that they can't keep, takes everything and closes them down.
It's called being too big for your britches.
Yeah, you can be as big as you want. Just change your britches. Right? Get as large as you want, get bigger boots. And that's what your systems do, and that's what you need to learn as you progress. You can start with a simple, really simple accounting system like we showed you, but as you progress, if you start getting closer and closer to that six-figure income that I hope you guys are aiming for, you will have to evolve beyond that simple accounting system. Get a training course, pay an accountant to teach you, put some software in place, and build systems. The good news is the more money you're making and the more complex your systems become, the more income you will have to spend on consultants and experts to teach you and train you and prepare these systems for you, right? So this is a method that will let you bootstrap yourself from next to nothing. You'll need a couple of $100 to keep you going, to pay for your rent if you even need rent, and maybe some equipment if you're going to start off with some basic stuff. So really, for under $1,000, you can start what can ultimately, results do vary, become a six-figure income and then some, because at each step of the way, the income that you generate will allow you to put in place the next things that you need, which are a little more expensive, a little more sophisticated, but you can bootstrap it. Now, where else can you invest $1,000 and develop a six-figure income out of that? Do you know any place? Because I don't. Right here, this is it. So is anyone here excited about starting to use this system? If you want to master it, play the game, draw the map, do it over and over again, ingrain it, and then go back to your notes and go backwards and forwards, start actually doing the business, and then reflect back, watch the DVDs. We're giving them to you for a reason, so that you can refresh your mind constantly. And then, really, it's up to you. How far you go is really your choice. When you've exceeded this treasure map, the map gets larger. But we're not there yet. And that's not for this training. Go ahead.
In this case, you have, say, 83 people that you brought in at a 15% conversion rate. So that means you're going to have 12 people that you're going to have to do therapy with, which would be a day and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Hence, you need to keep a good appointment diary too, to make sure that you keep them sweet. Because otherwise what will happen, and this is one of the other rules in the game, which again we had to skip through, the 4 people you don't get to see on that particular day, they'll get bored and go, oh, this is terrible. I got all so excited. You know what? I don't like him anymore. I'm going to go somewhere else, right? And you start losing people. And that's, again, what happens when you become too successful, right? So the more you can get, you need to have your systems
So what's the
grow
cure for that?
with the operation. Systems, right?
Well, it becomes hard when you are the deliverer of the
Exactly.
treatment.
Yep.
Right.
And
Sometimes
that's
your
when you-
systems can be other people too.
Yes. I was going to say that. You can start outsourcing.
Yeah.
You can get a virtual personal assistant or a real personal assistant to answer the phone. That's one little system. You can hire copywriters to write your emails. That's another little system, right? You can get accountants to run your records. Another little system. You can have a personal assistant, a different one for the one answering the phone, or it could be the same one depending on your size.
Yes. But what happens then is now you have 40% conversion or 50% conversion, and you have your 80 people. Now you have 40 people to see, and you're still the one doing the seeing. All those, and you have to pay those other people.
Okay, and pause. If you think about it, before you get too stressed about this, the point of those conversion rates is they cannot go past 20%. That's right. They cannot go past 20% until you replicate yourself. How do you replicate yourself? Products, evening classes, seminars. Now you're working with groups. So those 40 people that you're seeing.
And our conversion rate isn't necessarily that you're seeing all these clients. It's that they are purchasing programs, they're going to night classes.
So those 40 people, maybe 10 see you one-to-one now. The other 30 will be in a night class or a seminar or buying products after products after products, maybe even twice because they like you so much, right? So you now have managed to contain the people you have to physically see because you get to project them into other areas as well.
All right. So that's where this model is good for this particular group in hypnosis, but for, say, a medical practice, that doesn't work. You can't farm those people out.
For starters, this was a group hypnosis and coaching practice primarily.
Right.
Secondly, even in a medical practice where you have physically limited how many people we can see one-to-one, there are many things you can do to still automate and serve people. I know this because I know a bunch of doctors who do exactly that sort of thing. For example, some possibilities depending on what your specialty is. There's the whole triage concept where minor things can be dealt with quickly. You can almost line up patients and go, okay, this has been dealt with, double check, yes, good, 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 good. You guys are good to go. So it speeds up the process having someone more junior looking at the basic stuff. You can increase your staff, having other medical people coming in to deal with things. This is part of the outsourcing. Now you have to outsource to specialists. That's how medical practice grows. Now you end up spending more time hiring, supervising, and training more junior doctors in your method to carry on doing that. So you're replicating yourself with real human beings. Is it more difficult? Yes, it is, absolutely. But then you can still have your know-how that you can project onto them. Now your seminars, instead of going straight to clients, may well be into the medical experts that you hire, the doctors that you hire, so that they can replicate your knowledge with the patients in your clinic, and your clinic grows. That's how a lot of clinics grow, isn't it? The private clinics that become huge and so on. You can have products. A lot of clients come to you with issues that you really don't need to look at most of the time, and you can walk them through, okay guys, well, here's the information I would normally give you in a session. If you have these sort of things going on, here's what you can do about it. If you have these sort of things going on, better come in and see me because that could be a little more serious. Don't get concerned. It may not be as serious as it is, but it's worth double checking. If you can't see me, go to another doctor, ask him to check out these different things because it could be this, 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 and this. So you've also prepared them with information to be able to replicate you via other doctors as well. So there are many ways you can do this. We can't necessarily go into the specialty with the medical field. I'll come to you in a second because, as we promised here, this is about hypnotherapy primarily and coaching. So the model has been geared for that. However, the principles in this work identically in most small businesses. You just have to project into a different into a different idea when it comes to replicating yourself. And in your profession, yes, it requires a greater expense and a greater risk by hiring other professionals to replace yourself and having other systems that can take care of things. I mean, you've probably seen a lot of online questions. Part of the triage process is to ask a group of questions that will allow you to predict what the problem is going to be, so that when you actually come to the what's it called, the diagnosis, you can spend a lot less time diagnosing and a lot more time letting people say, okay, this person you do this with, this person you do this with, and now nurses can take care of stuff as well. So how do you build those systems? You're the expert on that. We can just offer you the insight as to what you need to do. And this particular version of the game has been geared specifically for hypnotherapy because we solved those problems already. You will have to take the extra step to figure out how to do that replication process. Does that kind of make sense to you? Does that help? If you want, I'll happily talk to you more when we finish here about possibilities, but it's a little beyond the scope of what we're doing here. If you were running a sandwich store, the same issues would arise. Can this still be done? Absolutely. However, now when it comes to that replication phase, we need to plug in slightly different ideas to make that happen, right? Over here?
Is it, would it be ethical to to raise your price?
Absolutely.
Sure,
Because
yeah.
it would
People do it all the
cause
time. That's the whole
people to
point.
self-select.
As your skill increases and as demand increases, you need to raise your prices. Of course, there's a point you don't want to go past, so that, let's put it this way. If someone can't afford your new prices and you're making all this extra lovely cash, you might say, you know what, you really need some help. I'll help you either for free or for a reduced fee. People do that all the time.
Right.
But now you have a choice because your business isn't suffering from it, right?
What kind of a problem is that?
But it's also-
High quality problem. Does that help?
Yes.
So have you guys enjoyed the whole process so far? Yes? Have you got value out of this? Do you understand how this stuff can look very sophisticated, but each step of the way, if we can have you just step back a little bit here. Thank you.
Sorry.
Each step of the way, it becomes more elaborated, more sophisticated, requires better systems. However, it becomes a high quality problem that you can start solving with those systems. Systems will always solve problems, right? Those systems may be mechanical, they may be electronic, and they may be flesh and blood, right? The answering the phone, a human being needs to answer that phone, right? We don't have virtual machines that are that personable yet.
Yeah.
However, it's easy enough to get that. In the example you gave us, Arthur, the flesh and blood outsourcing the system is going to be a little more complex, a little bit more involved. However, it's still possible. Many clinics have done so. It's just you now have a different high-quality problem that you need to solve in some ways. Some of you guys may really love your hypnotherapy programs and have a similar high-quality problem where you have to recruit out a hypnotist, train them in your method to do the same kind of thing. Admittedly, it'll be easier in terms of hypnotherapy than in terms of medicine because there's a lot less know-how required, but it's still a similar problem. Do you see where we're going with this?
Yes.
At that level, well, that's where things like consultants become useful, but you'll also have the cash to help those consultants, to pay for those consultants, to come up with a genuine solution for those problems, right? The basic system did not change. The basic engine stays the same. It's just what parts fit in will change according to your business, right, guys?
Right.
So who's enjoying themselves? Anyone? Yes. I think we've had enough for one night. So thank you very much. We'll see you bright and breezy in the morning, and we'll do some more mayhem. Now go home.